We are seeing a surging pop culture interest in the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, colliding with the enduring ancient reverence for the monkey god, Lord Hanuman. Visually, their physical aesthetics are nearly identical. Both are humanoid monkeys possessing extraordinary physical power and the ability to shapeshift at will. These overlapping traits trigger fierce internet debates over who copied whom, and more importantly, who would win in a fight. To answer the ultimate crossover question, we have to look completely past their physical powers and examine their opposite psychological motivations. Pitting them against each other purely on physical stats misses the deep historical connection linking Asian mythologies. Their true significance comes from how they translate the same core ideas into different cultures. This chart evaluates these two icons by their paths to power, combat loadouts, and underlying philosophies. The core dilemma is origin. One is a self-made Taoist rebel seeking harmony with the natural universe. The other is an innately divine servant. Wukong is born from a stone embryo. He actively seeks out spiritual masters to learn his 72 earthly transformations, specifically to defy the natural order of life and death. Hanuman is born of Vayu, the Hindu god of wind. After a childhood accident where he tried to eat the sun, the entire Hindu pantheon granted him absolute invulnerability boons to save his life. Wukong's power is rooted in ego and defiance, requiring agonizing discipline to control. Hanuman's power is a pure manifestation of divine grace, tied directly to the collective will of the gods. This scorecard shows their primary weapons and how these distinctive armaments dictate their specific fighting styles. Wukong uses his 84,000 body hairs to create thousands of clones. He pairs this ability with an expanding iron staff to execute a highly strategic swarm and strike combat style. Hanuman has the ability to alter his physical size infinitely. He can shrink down to an ant or grow to the size of a mountain, relying on overwhelming brute force with his golden mace. For defense, Wukong relies on a diamond body forged in a heavenly furnace. Hanuman leans on elemental invulnerability, granted by the gods Agni, Varuna, and Vayu, making him immune to fire, water, and wind. In combat, Wukong constantly adapts, deceives, and overwhelms the senses. Hanuman simply plants his feet and relies on unbreakable, raw physical dominance. Imagine a hypothetical meeting between these two early in their timelines. A pre-Enlightenment, arrogant Wukong crossing paths with Hanuman, the ultimate paragon of cosmic order. They would immediately fight. Wukong's entire early existence is defined by his rebellion against heaven. To Hanuman, who strictly adheres to divine duty, that rebellion is an absolute affront to the natural order. Because both possess multi-layered immortality and infinite stamina, neither can actually be killed. The battle yields a shattering, scorched crater stalemate. Fast forward the timeline. Picture a meeting between a post-Enlightenment Wukong, now holding the title of victorious fighting Buddha, and Hanuman. They carry identical narrative burdens that would unite them. Both had their powers sealed, both undertook epic quests, and both acted as demon slayers. As enemies, their ideological clash breaks the earth in a stalemate. As allies, their opposing styles form a perfectly synergistic partnership. Hanuman is the indestructible tank, and Wukong is the strategic striker. Pivoting from mythology to history, we have to address an internet claim that Wukong is merely a foreign product stolen from India. The 20th century scholar Hu Shi heavily promoted this theory. The counter-theory points out that China already possessed its own indigenous legends. Ancient Chinese folklore features Wuqi, a powerful, monkey-shaped water demon. The most accurate explanation is the hybrid theory. Indian Jataka tales, ancient stories detailing the previous lives of the Buddha, traveled along early trade routes and merged with local Chinese folklore. The maritime trade routes linking the Indian subcontinent to Southeast Asia and China acted as a sprawling cultural exchange for these stories over centuries. Sun Wukong is not a copy. He is a synicized evolution of the Hanuman archetype. Synicized means adapted to fit Chinese cultural sensibilities. Neither culture stole from the other. They share a rich, interconnected mythological DNA. This chart maps our two characters to their final philosophical ideals, plotting service against self and static duty against transformation. Choosing Hanuman means choosing the path of bhakti. Bhakti is a Hindu concept of active devotion and surrender. It finds ultimate strength in absolute loyalty, discipline, and selfless devotion to a higher community. Choosing Wukong means choosing the path of the monkey mind. This is the messy, rebellious, and self-driven journey to tame your own chaotic nature in order to achieve individual enlightenment. Whether through selfless devotion or the rigorous transformation of the mind, these two primate icons provide two distinct models for navigating the relationship between the individual and the divine.